I'm going to wait a little bit. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Am I live? Yes, I am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to wait a little bit. Um, I wanted to go, I'm on here to go live because I'm trying to be consistent. It's late. It's too late to post. So I said I'll go live and stream. If I'm gonna wait a little bit, if no one shows up in that time, I'm just gonna go in like clockwork, like I do. So, um, okay. I don't know if the chat, I have the chat on right, but okay. All right. I'm gonna wait a couple of more minutes. At that time, I'm just gonna encourage you to say, "Hi, how you doing? Good evening. Welcome." I don't do, I normally don't go live, but I'm trying to be consistent. Like I said, I knew that um, if I couldn't post, it's too late to post and do a reading and then post it now. It'll be too late, and you wouldn't get a reading for today. So I'm going live to stream. So just to be consistent. And so I'm going to do this reading streaming instead of posting. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for your encouragement. I encourage you, but I need your encouragement too. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. I'm going to start in about another minute. And then I'm going to start. But I want to encourage each and every one of you to, hey there from New England. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. I don't go live often. But anyway, I want to encourage you to shine your light in spite of how you feel, in spite of what you see, what you know, because your light, if you have a light and you are a light worker, and that is your mission, that is your mission, that is your obligation to shine your light. Not when you want to, not when it's convenient for you. You shine your light even when you don't want to, because someone is searching, someone is looking, someone is seeking to find you, and they cannot find you, and they can't see you. They don't know where you are if you don't shine your light. So keep shining your light. Keep doing what you're doing. People may not see you, people may not acknowledge you, but God sees all and God knows all that you're doing, and you will be rewarded one way or another. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start. All about the healing. Look at here. Getting better. Getting better. So anyway, to my ride and lives, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you do for me, my channel, all your encouraging words, all the love and the positivity and the prayers that you send me. I thank you, and I am so appreciative to you. Thank you. To my new subscribers, thank you. I'm honored and welcome. To anyone that's clicking here on the first time, my channel is unique because I am not a everybody reader. I do not profess to be the reader and the be all for everybody. I'm a special type of reader. I do not hold my tongue. I do not sugarcoat. What you see is what you get. I'm not going to be fake and phony and pretend. It's 100%. I give you my all, or I don't give you nothing at all. So, if you're not willing to be honest and truthful about yourself, you're not willing to see yourself, you're not ready to hear the truth and be about the truth, I'm not the reader for you. So, with that being said, let's get into it. All right, y'all. To be honest here, we got the same energy. But you know what? As I promised you yesterday, that even though we get the same read, I promise you that I will pull out a different perspective. I'm going to pull out something different. I'm going to give you something different. I'm going to give you something you may didn't know, didn't feel, or you didn't think. So at first, I got to read the board the way it is. I got to tell you what's on the board, because it is new people that's clicking on this channel. It's new people that's subscribing that have not heard this message. You may have heard this message. You may have heard me say it so many times, but somebody new is here and they need to hear it. Somebody new here needs encouragement to be able to release. Somebody's new here that's new here that haven't heard that this person is not right. This person is haunting them, draining them, and hurting them. So they need to hear it. So God told me that I need to keep when it come on the board, I got to keep saying it. I got to keep speaking it, because he gonna keep sending people to this channel that need to hear it. So for those of you that's clicking on here that been riding with me for the longest and heard this message and know this message, it will behoove you that when you hear this message, you give God the praise that you're not in this place no more. When you hear this message, it will behoove you to pray for these people so they can have the courage and the motivation and the inspiration to let go, to release, and to be able to be in the space that we're in a better environment, a way of thinking, a better see things from a different perspective. See, this channel just not about me. It's about you too. See, what I teach, what I show, and what you know, we teach, we reach one, we teach that one. All of us. So it's not just about clicking, hear my message. If it's the same message, then you're obligated to sit here and pray and ask God to help these people be able to release. Help these people, motivate these people, encourage them to see with their spiritual eyes what they haven't never seen before. We're all in this thing together. So with that being said, let me get on now to this energy so we can get to some other stuff. What this is, okay, you have somebody that is some of you have somebody that's lusting. But I don't see this. This is not what I'm going to harp on. You have some people that's lusting because the card, this is about lust. But what I see it as is you have someone that's passionate. So passionate about you that they are obsessed with you. They are obsessed with you, but they're obsessed with your divinity, your gifts, your talents, your abilities. They are obsessed with who you have become. See, they obsessed with how are you connected? How did you get connected? Why are you still connected to the Most High? How are you so protected by the Most High? Why are you so loved by the Most High? See, to piggyback off yesterday's message, these people are watching you. You're teaching them. Every day you get up, right? We talked about this yesterday. They're monitoring you, your divinity, your spirituality, how you walking, how you talking, what good things are happening for you, what's going down with you in this lifetime. You were with them here, but you took another path. But the path that they took, they thought that path was the be all end all, because they got all this money, they got all this status, they got all these things, but it's supposed to be better than you. They got all these cars, and they can these money, these people, these yes people all around them, and the ones that don't have all that, they thought in their mind that they were better than you because they thought they was on the right path. They thought you was stupid for choosing the path that you went. They thought that you were less than, that you was a fool. Why would you choose this? This ain't gonna give you no money, no status. This ain't gonna give you what? No, this not gonna do it. You're stupid. Why would you believe in that? That's false. It's not real. But every day you get up, every day you walk your walk and walk your path, you prove them wrong. You prove them wrong. You made the right, not only did you make the right decision, all the money and material things in the world is not worth the path. That's worth that path. They got all that, they still miserable. They got all of that, they still got to try to work hard to obtain it. All you got to do is wake up and be. They got the stress, anxiety, the fear. Now, I'm not saying that being on this side don't have some type of we don't get we don't get in some type of way sometimes. We're human. But for the most part, when they view you, this is the way they view you. You don't have no problems. You don't have no problems because you don't have the problems that they have. You don't have no responsibilities. You have no stress because you don't have the stress that they have. You chose a path that, even though what they think is not true, we have problems, we have issues, we just choose not to worry. We choose not to have worry. We choose to put our faith in faith in God and move on. No, we're not perfect. We're human. But when we get to the moments that they're in, that they're constantly in, we choose to continue to go on this path because we know where God has brought us from and where God is going to take us. And we have faith that God is going to see us through. That's the difference. We have a belief system in something that's real and of substance and value, even though we don't see it. That's the difference. They have to see concrete evidence that something is working for them. We don't. And the more that we have faith, and the more that we be, and the more faith that we do and we carry, the more God shows, and the more God showers, and the more God gives. And what that does is showing them just who God is to you, how God is to you, and what God is willing to do for you, to you, and through you. This thing has ended long time ago. They're still on this path. You have detoured and went on another pathway. You're no longer tied to, want to be bothered. It's the same old mess, right? This person is in poverty, right? But they're pretending. They are in poverty, but they're pretending that they're not. Poverty, some of them in poverty, meaning money, material things. They lost their material things. They lost their material wealth. And some of it is they lost you. They lost the friendship. They lost the foundation that they could have had if they would have just chose the path. So they lost in the mind. They got the material thing and the wealth, but they now know that means nothing. That's temporary happiness. They're not happy. They're not fulfilled and they're not at peace. Because when you try to show them and show them the way, which you are showing them continually now, we now see that from yesterday's message. That you every day you walk in your path, you showing this person, you teaching this person, you telling this person, not by your mouth, by your actions. That's what's on the board. This person is immature. They want to come in and say hi. They want to come in and present themselves. They want to come in and just talk to you for a moment, but they're too immature. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do to come to you. Not knowing that God's not going to allow it because your time with this person is over. That's done with. You in teaching mode and teaching mode only. Teaching mode in action. Teaching mode in showing. Teaching mode in doing. Not ever being in this person's presence again. Not ever. Let me see. Okay, I can see you now. So, with that being said, this person is going through karma. That's another reason why they keep coming at you, want to watch you. Because they're trying to figure out why their life is going the way that it's going, but they keep looking at you and you're shining bright. They're looking at you and everything is all right. Trying to understand. Now, that's what's on the board. But let me talk to you for a moment. I'm going to fill the rest of this time with trusting the process. Let me talk to you for a moment to the people who may be going through something, having a human experience. You may be having a human experience, loss of a job, loss of a loved one. You may be having a human experience by one traumatic thing happening over and over and over again, and you're just trying to trust the process. For those of you that, even if you're not even going through something right now, even if everything is okay, but you're looking at other things that's happening in the world and you can't understand what's happening to our country, what's happening, why certain things happening, why certain things are being allowed to happen. It could be some things that might, be happening in your health, something beyond your control. You may have got diagnosed with something and you don't know how this happened. It just sprung on you. It could be anything pertaining to a human experience. I just talked to you the other day about the human experience versus your spirit man. For those of us that have gifts, talents, abilities, for those of us that have missions, for those of us that have really, really had traumatic experiences in this lifetime, I explained to you that yesterday we got a little piece that the reason why you may be experiencing some of these things is because when you came down, every time you come down in the timelines, you snatch up souls. You snatch up souls from the dark and bring them to the light. So unbeknownst to you, you come down here this time, and I mean, you really traumatic. You really have traumatic experience, nightmares. You have things that have happened to you that, if you told your story, if you wrote a book, it would just really traumatize a lot of people. God is really wanting you to know that you are admired in the spiritual realm because you have come down here in previous lifetimes, because you have snatched up a lot of souls from the darkness and released them to the light. I had to say that again because today God wanted you to understand, overstand, and understand that your mission, that everything that you go through, it's not in vain. It's a reason. It's a season. It's everything that you do. It's not in vain. It's not just, oh, it happened to me. No, it's a reason. So just like God gave us that message, the reason why you had so many hardships is because they know, the dark side know that you here now in this lifetime, and you're the reason why you are this particular person is keep attacking you and watching you and trying to do things, because you're getting ready to show this person who God truly is, and that's going to change this soul's life, and it's going to change it in such a way that they're going to change and come to the light. So with that being said, whomever you are that's going through a hardship, a struggle, a traumatic experience, human experience, something that's very traumatic, don't get stuck in that. Try everything you can to lean and trust the process that God has promised you, the process that God has given you, the words, the encouragements, all of the things that you had to get through, how God made a way out of no way for you. Trust the process, because the reason that you're going through what you're going through is bigger than that you feel that you're going through. It is a soul at stake. Your soul is intact. God is going to protect you. God is going to see you through this experience. But it's a soul that's at stake. And God is using you, a vessel. A vessel. God is using you as a vessel to help bring this soul to eternity, to the light, where it's supposed to be, where it belongs. The soul, the person that was in your life that you was connected to, that person was supposed to go on that path with you, but they chose not to. But just because God has severed that tie and disconnected and separated you and have you to go on your path without this person, it ain't over. You're still connected to this person, not like that, not humanly connected. And the spiritual tie had to be cut as well, because then you will feel the connection. It's been severed, but yet you two are still connected, because God is allowing this person to see you in a spiritual way. They're now seeing you spiritually, not just physically. This person is now able to see you in a spiritual way. See your divinity. See you for who you truly are. At first they wasn't. They only saw you this way. But now, all this time has passed and you've moved on and you are really, really making an impact on other people. But in the process and in the interim, the person that was supposed to go on this path with you and chose not to, God is still working. God is not going to let this person go because they were supposed to be with you. But you are the only God they know. The only God the only connection to God that they have is you. They don't know nobody. They in darkness. They don't know anyone that's like you. They don't know anyone that has the spirit, that has the knowledge, the wisdom, that has the clarity that you have. They don't know nobody. They're fascinated. They're obsessed with you, your divinity, and your connection to the Most High. But they don't know how to go to the Most High for themselves. They're fixated on you. And as they fixate on you, and you are moving on with your life and you're on, that's why I said keep your light bright. Keep your light bright. Keep your light shining. See, you may not get it, but that soul is not that person. That the person that you were connected with, that keep coming in the energy, keep coming on the board. This particular person was supposed to be with you, right? You and this person was connected. Y'all had some similarities. That's what brought you together. You had a deep connection. The connection was servant because this person made a choice. However, this person is not really, what God is saying is this person once as a soul, not the personality, not what they did to you, not what they are, what you've seen of them. It's not the same soul that God is seeking. This person will have to change, and now the only way this person will change is by looking at you. This person rejected God. They don't see God. They only see God in you. They only connect with God when they see you. They only can connect with God by the things that you do, what they see you do, how you do. That's their connection to God. When you pray, when they've seen you pray, or when they see you talk, or they see you walk, or they see an expression of you, they see your divinity, even when you're not trying. This is what they see of you now. And what they see of you now, they are in awe of it. It's to the point where they're ready to change. They're ready to change based off the God that they see in you. I'm not talking about who they used to be. I'm not talking about even what they proclaim to be now, because what they proclaim to be now is not really what's in their heart. They want to change, but they can't show the people on the outside. They're not even showing the people on the outside that they looking at you, that they watching you. 9 times out of 10, they telling the people on the outside of them that they can't stand you, that you this, you that, but all of that is going to change once this person make it up in their mind that they want to run after God. So, for those of you that's having a hard time, just know you may be having a hard time. You may be having a hard go, but trust the process, because in the interim, you're saving a soul. You're saving a soul that wouldn't ordinarily have come to God, wouldn't ordinarily run to God, wouldn't ordinarily even have any interest in God. We talking about people that's dark, 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 that's watching you and having a double mind about who God is, what God is, and how God operates. And they getting that information through you. So, if you know anything about God, if you know anything, if you worship and love and honor the Most High, if you know anything about that, God will go after that one soul. And just think about the one he utilized to get that soul. And if that one is you, do you know how blessed? Do you know how God loves you? That's what I'm talking about. A different perspective. Trust the process. You are not beneath, honey. You are up there. When I say you up there, you up there. The one that can snatch. The one that can snatch the soul from the dark and release it to the light. The one that has sacrificed. The one who has went through trauma, pain, struggle, hardship, still standing. Don't know why they going through it. Can't see a reason why. It's because you're being used. You're being used for the goodness of the Most High. And anybody know. See, in Christianity, the Most High used what? They said Jesus. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that anybody is Jesus. But I'm telling you the story in the Bible, the Christianity. God will use who he can use for that one soul. And we got many souls that need. So next time, when we get a reading with this energy, next time, when you going through, trust the process. Because you never know that what you may be going through, God may be using that to pull for you to help release that soul. For that soul to see. See, because they watching you go through. They watch you go through your struggle. They watch you go through your pain. They watch you go through your hardship. They watch you go through your trauma. But they also see God pull you out. They also see how God goes for you, how your angels mend you, how your broken heart is mended, how you're able to get up and step up and walk out and you just dust off and you keep on walking. You keep on going. You keep on growing. You keep on evolving. And they ain't never seen nothing like it. There must be a God. There got to be a God. This person got to be working with the Most High God, nobody can get through all of that suffering. Nobody can get through all of that and still stand and still be moving, shaking, grooving, peace. Have the peace that surpasses all understanding. Nobody. There must be a God. This must be real. And they could not get that understanding, understanding, or overstanding if they had not met you, seen you, projected all that negative energy, wished for your downfall, hated on you, gossiped on you, slandered your name, lied on you, cheated on you. They wouldn't have never known any of it if they hadn't done all those things to you themselves and seen you get out of each one of them. Dust off, get up, go on your path. They saying today, right now, there got to be a God. This God got to be real. And some things is happening in the atmosphere and some things is changing. Continue to trust the process because things are changing. Things are churning. Things are moving. Things are grooving. And it's all because of your sacrifice. It's all because you were willing to go through what other people wasn't willing to go through. You was able to do your belief system, your faith, the choices you made to serve the Most High. None of this would be effective if you didn't. Because through you, your sacrifice, they are able to see God firsthand, what God can do. Through your hurt, your pain, and your struggle, they're able to see God shape and mold and mend and be able to show how God picked you up. How God got you through, how you healed, how God healed you, made you whole, dust you off, put your feet into your shoes, and led you each way out of the foolishness. Kept you in your right mind, opened your spiritual eyes to see what the human eye could not see. They have watched you each way. They've watched you each time, and you've came out each time on top. You can't tell me that there ain't no God. That is what they're saying. So this here, person that was full of lust. That's all they saw was lust when they looked at you. Now they're looking at you like this. That's all they can see. So you think you getting up, you just go on your merry way, doing what? No, you're being watched. You're being monitored. Everything that you're saying is being dissected. Because they know firsthand that you should not be even in the land of the living for the things they've done to you. So with that being said, trust the process. It's not all what it always seems to be. It's a human experience, and a human experience, and it's a human experience for a reason. For you to get in it, get out, move on, release, let go, on to the next. People, places, and things are watching you. The dark is trying to watch you to put things in your path so you can fall, you can slip, you can mess up. Because they want these people to see you mess up. They want the people to see you lose it. But if you stay connected to the Most High, stay true to the Most High, no matter what you go through, it's for a reason. And again, let me tell you something. I know what I'm talking about. Because I'm not sitting over here talking just some words. This is stuff that I've been going through my own self. And I ain't talking about no little bit of stuff either. When I say trust the process, I know what I'm talking about because I've had to trust the process. And yeah, you be ready to, but I ain't got to a point with stuff happening to me now. You're not going to get no reaction out of me. You're just not going to get no reaction out of me. I have learned that, yeah, it looked bad. Yeah, it seemed bad. But I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. Whatever you show me, I'm going to be all right. Whatever that doctor say, I'm going to be all right. Whatever is going on with my car, my house, I'm going to be all right. Whatever's going on in my bank account, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to trust the process and I'm going to have faith. And God going to see me through. He's seen me through every other time. What would make this one different? So why would I get myself all riled up and messed up and going on in my feelings about what? For what? I got too much work I got to do. I don't have time to have no pity party and go through all that. But for some, you got to do that. Do what you got to do. But in the interim, have your pity party, acknowledge, let go, and release. Period. You already know what the deal is. So with that being said, I'm going to let it go right there. And you guys have gotten your reading for the day. I didn't miss it. So I was like, let me give you the 3. So I won't be that I didn't give you a read for today. So if I have to go live, I'm going to go live. So with that being said, hit the comments. For those of you on the live, thank you for joining the live. Thank you for being here. Let me know if it resonated. Leave a comment. And just like, share. If you're new here, subscribe. And let's keep rolling. So, for those of you who are here, you got me on here. Is there anything you want to say? You got me on here. I can't see the messages. I can't see them. All right. Do anybody have any questions or anything while I'm on here with you? I don't see them. I don't see any. Okay. I don't see them. It's not showing me. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't see any of the chats. So I'm gonna leave it there. So with that being said, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing. And Trinity is out.